All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down something that can be a little stressful, the official university guidelines for taking an electronic exam. We'll walk through every single step so you can go in feeling completely prepared.
Okay, so you've got an electronic exam coming up. I know it can feel a little intimidating, right? But honestly, just knowing the exact procedure beforehand makes a world of difference. So, let's go over all the important instructions to make sure your experience is as smooth as possible. First things first, let's talk about what you absolutely need to do before you even head to the exam location. This is your pre-arrival checklist, and trust me, getting this stuff right is half the battle.
Think of this as your pre-flight check. Each one of these points is a potential headache on exam day that you can easily avoid. You've got to know your assigned computer number. Make sure your university username and password actually work. You don't want to be dealing with that 5 minutes before your exam. Double check that you're registered for the course in Peppy. And if for some reason you can't make it, cancel or change your booking right away. And finally, have a valid photo ID ready to go, whether it's your student card or another official ID.
Okay, you've done your prep. Now let's talk about the moment you actually arrive. This part is all about what to bring and maybe more importantly, what you absolutely have to leave behind.
So this is probably the single most important rule to get into your head. You may not take anything with you into the exam room. And when they say anything, they really mean it. The exam space is a completely sterile environment, and there are zero exceptions.
So what does that mean in practice? Well, all this stuff has got to go into a locked locker. We're talking outerwear like your coat or jacket, your bag, and of course your mobile phone. Your watch too. And yeah, that means all types of watches, even the old analog ones. Calculators, papers, any other materials, even food and drinks. All of it has to stay behind in the locker.
And this is where that pre-exam prep really pays off. The locker situation is different depending on where your exam is. So take a look. In Agra and the business school, you're all set, no coin needed. But in Orem, it's a code-operated locker, and you'll find instructions right there. Now for Educarium and Tutoria, it gets a bit trickier. Both have some coin-free lockers, but others need a 50-cent coin at Educarium or a €1 coin at Tutoria. You really don't want to be scrambling for change, so check your location and come prepared.
So after all that, what do you actually bring with you into the exam area? It's incredibly simple, just two things: your university access card or key fob, and your locker key if you have one. That's literally it. Everything else stays behind. Okay, you've stored your stuff, you've got your card and your key, you're ready to go in. Let's talk about the specific rules and procedures for once you're actually inside the exam room. Now this is a big one. You have to use your own access card to get in. Always. Even if you're with a group and someone holds the door open, you still need to swipe your card. Why? Because that swipe is your official, time-stamped entry log. And here's why that's so important. The exam room is under video and audio surveillance, so your access card data gets linked directly to that video feed. This is how they verify your identity and make sure the person who swiped the card is the person taking the exam. It's all about academic integrity.
What happens if you get inside and you totally blank on your assigned computer number? Don't panic. It happens. The system has your back. If you accidentally log into the wrong computer, it'll just pop up with a message telling you which machine you're supposed to be at. Simple as that.
Here's another thing to keep in mind. You can only take the exam during your specific booked time slot. You might get there a little early and see your computer's free, but you can't just start. The whole system is automated and won't let you begin even a minute before your scheduled time. Okay, so what happens when things don't go according to plan? Let's talk about how to handle special cases and what to do if you run into any technical problems.
The big takeaway here is to be proactive. If you have any special arrangements, you have to sort them out in advance. For medical needs, like if you need to bring medication in with you, you have to email exam@utu.fi beforehand. For accessibility needs, like using personal assistive devices or needing a bathroom break, you'll contact the accessibility planner. Just don't wait until exam day to figure this stuff out.
All right, what if your exam gets disrupted by, say, a technical glitch? Here's your emergency protocol. Step 1, interrupt the exam session on the computer. Step 2, get up and leave the exam room immediately. And step 3, you need to report the issue right away using the official disruption form online. Following these exact steps is absolutely crucial to make sure the incident gets documented correctly. And finally, we need to cover something really serious: academic integrity. This is all about cheating and its consequences, and you need to know that the university's policy is incredibly strict. Take a look at this quote. It's direct from the university, and it could not be clearer. As a rule, planned cheating will henceforth always result in temporary expulsion from the university. There's no gray area here. This isn't a maybe, it's a stated rule. The consequence is automatic.
So what exactly do they mean by planned cheating? Well, it's any premeditated act of academic dishonesty. And here's the example they give, which is so important: using a mobile phone during the exam. That is not treated as a minor slip-up. It's officially considered a primary example of planned cheating. And, as we just saw, that leads directly to a very specific, very serious consequence.
So, you've prepared, you've studied, and now you know the rules inside and out. Following these guidelines isn't about adding stress, it's about removing it. It lets you walk in, sit down, and focus entirely on what really matters, showing what you know. You've got this. Good luck!